when I deal with insurance, I actually have to oversee the benefits of like for municipalities and teachers, school boards. But what's rewarding is one day I went to a school and we were just there to discuss benefits. And a woman came to me, and things had gotten so out of control with the insurance carrier not paying correctly that she was in tears. And we talked through it. She had a 6 page letter, and I read every word of that letter. And I sat there and we devised a plan. And by the end of that conversation, she was smiling and giving me a hug, someone she never met before. That's rewarding to me. Seeing a problem and giving a solution. That's helping people. My main purpose, I believe that God has placed me here to help people. So I have a hope that all things work together for good. I just have a love for people, and I want to see people happy, and I want to see them free. I want people free in their mind and happy without having stress. Um, I know that we all go through situations in our lives that we have to grow through, but if I could help someone just to get to a place where they're not so stressed that they don't feel at peace on the inside, and even maybe giving them even a material thing besides just peace of mind, but maybe something to eat, some money or whatever. I was often sad, and I wish someone could make me happy. So I thought if I could make people happy, that I wouldn't be sad all the time. But I did know if I could do things that could make people happy, I would feel happy. If I could take away someone's pain, that kind of pain that I was feeling about being alone or being rejected, if I could take away that just for a moment, that's what I wanted to do. And then as I got older, I accepted the Lord, and then I knew that was the key that I could give to others. We are burdened with a lot of things in society, and so the person who came and gave life and gave everything, it was tortured for us. He gave everything to help us. We need to take that example, and we don't have to go anywhere near the pain in which he suffered just to help someone else. He was the ultimate helper. There are a lot of times as a child, and I did not receive that ear. And so, if your parents were from a home where there was not a lot of love and affection, they sometimes are not able to portray that. I knew that my children would not grow up in that kind of a home. So I think whenever I'm able to help my sons get past the situation, that to me is the most rewarding. I know that as a child, it saddened me when other children were either hurting. I could tell when someone was punished a lot by a parent, so I could see that they were unhappy. And I think that in itself, at Christmas time, knowing that children weren't getting presents, that used to make me very unhappy. So I would make gifts for children just so that they could feel that they were or getting and receiving something. I remember telethons like Jerry Lewis telethon and just feeling so sorry for the children with muscular dystrophy. As a child, I was a big sister. I had a little girl, and she came from a broken home, and her mother worked a lot. So I would just take her places, take her out, read to her, or just talk to her. Go sit in the parks, sit on the swing and just talk for a while. As a teenager, I I didn't have Christmas dinner with my family, and I went to the hospital. and would go to each room just to, you know, just to make somebody smile because it was Christmas time. I used to go to nursing homes and sing. That I always remember just seeing how the senior citizens would just light up. First, just knowing that someone cared enough to come. I at my previous church, I was the women's ministry leader, and so that was a big thing for me because seeing women free is a big thing for me. Being a woman, but seeing everyone free. But because that was where the pastor saw my strength, I had the women's ministry, and so I would have the women come in. We'd break bread together, and then we would talk. The Lord would give me an issue or a topic to talk about, and then we'd talk about that, and then they would share. And so many women were set free from just things from their past that they needed to have broken off. Sometimes it's just about being a sounding board. It's about listening and seeing what the need is and then addressing that. I am an ordained minister, so there are often times where I will give spiritual advice. I will also just give practical advice on skills or tools that they may need to get through a certain portion of their life, a certain stressful situation. What I have received as a minister is when I see someone move to the next level in their life, get past a bad situation, to me, just seeing that person experience that freedom and to see them grow. When my children were younger, I always helped out at school, just volunteered. I tutored, not in my children's classes, but I tutored children to help them. I would help children that were having problems with reading and math. I thought that was important to volunteer.